I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions, and 7 times today I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit, and mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared.
All right, Shalom. It's Gamali Allah, a great millstone in Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to all the Akim not pushing out this truth and sincerity. It's a quick lesson. It's going to be entitled Badass Kids, SMH. And, yeah, just responding to this girl who went viral. She's a ballet teacher. And, she's having a hard time with her young class full of girls because, they're not listening to her. They're, disrespecting her. They have no respect for authority, as she said. The parents, she told the parents they don't have any regard for their child's behavior. Neither are they trying to correct it. And also, they're wanting to listen to the worst type of music you can listen to, which is, a popular rapper by the name of Sexy Red. They're wanting to hear that, instead of the ballet music. Now, this is the world we live in. Even she said, what world do we live? This is the world we live in, man. We live in a degenerate, disgusting society, man. All right, where you can't tell nobody nothing, man. You can't tell nobody anything. Okay. And these kids are just bad. I mean, throw the kids away, man. And when I say that, I mean, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, judge them, man. These kids just gotta be reset, man. The earth needs a reset. All right. Because there's no more manners. There's no more respect. In my generation and earlier, I mean, of course, there was always bad seeds. There was always bad kids. but it just seemed like it's more common now, you know, because the rap is more influential. You know, degenerate rap and degenerate behavior is more influential, you know, especially with the internet. You know what I'm saying? Everything is more it's spread to your kids easier. You know, back then all you had was TV and radio, you know what I'm saying? But now you got TikTok. You know, then you had TV and radio, and you know, your parents, you really couldn't watch like BET and MC. You couldn't watch music videos. The music videos is probably the only place where you see, you know what I'm saying, that type, you know, I guess corrupt behavior, grown folk behavior, so to speak. But and then, you know, of course you had the lyrics and everything, but it wasn't as bad as it is today. Now you got TikTok. These kids are exposed to a lot more corruption at a younger age, you know. So let's get into some precepts, because the scriptures tell you, matter of fact, let's see, let me find it. Yeah, Proverbs 13:24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. All right, and of course it says son, but you know, you would do the same with your daughters, all your children. As a matter of fact, in the law, it tells you what to do with a rebellious child. It says, you know, when you know, basically, if a child, you know, becomes of a certain age where they still don't want to, where they're still rebellious, you would take the elders of the city and you would put that child to death, man. So in this, you know, in a righteous society, that type of child would be put to death. See, there was more consequences. These children don't have any consequences. All they have is all they get is validation for their behavior. You know, they don't get reprimanded for any type of bad behavior. You know, they get applauded. They get applauded for corrupt behavior. And they know their parents will back them up, you know. But the parents, you know, and you know, she even says, I blame the parents, which, yeah, you do blame the parents, because you have degenerates that are raising these children. So you can't even really, you know, the children are just products. You know, they say children are sponges. So the children are just products of their environment. You know, you got hood rats, or as people say, babies raising babies. A lot of these people are young. You know, a lot of these parents are, you know, in their early 20s, even teenagers. You got teenagers that ain't shit, that are raising these children, you know, to be degenerate. You know, you got degenerates raising more degenerates. So this is you know, that's pretty much the world we live in today. As I said, you know, that's the world we live in, man. You know, there's no escaping it, man. That's just how it is. And you know, YAHAWASHI has to judge this place, man. This can't go on any longer, man. You know, we got to get out of here, because kids are just waxing worse and worse and worse. People are just waxing worse. You know, you can't tell them nothing, man. You literally can't tell them nothing. So that's why I named it Badass Kids. You know, in history, women were supposed to be, women were meant to be, you know, modest. You know what I'm saying? Modest, quiet. You read what is that, Sirach 25 or 26, it tells you how a woman ought to behave and ought not to behave, right? And let me see. Yeah, women are just supposed to be modest. They're supposed to be keepers at home. It's this Sirach 20 there, Sirach 26. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Okay? Yeah, so you got to keep your daughter in the house, man. You know? Keep her in the house. You know, and I'll even extend that by keeping their eyes from seeing and hearing corruption, man. You know, that's also important. That's kind of along the lines of keeping your children in straitly. Because straitly means basically, you know, difficult. You know, you basically are strict. You know, the time of being strict with children is done, because the government will reprimand you and punish you for you know, whooping your children. But we just read that, you know, you shouldn't spare the rod. Okay, you should correct behavior. Your children should fear you. If your children don't fear you, then you know, they'll just do whatever the hell they want. They won't have no fear for you, so they won't have no fear for anybody or anything. Okay, and that's dangerous, because basically, are they gonna meet somebody that's bigger and badder than them, who's gonna meet them with hot steel, man? You know. So that was pretty much the point. Like I said, just badass kids, and y'all, you know, we're waiting on YAHAWASHI to come back, man. We need deliverance out of this place, man, because this place is greatly wicked. So, you know, with that, I'm gonna end off by giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.